Hi, first grade. Today's read aloud is called This Is Our House. It deals with the themes of acceptance, sharing, and diversity, which means everyone is a little bit different. Everyone is special. It starts out with big city apartment complex. Doesn't look like Ledger, does it? And on the title page, you see a bunch of kids pushing a big cardboard box into their play area. Looks like they decorated it like a home or a house. George was in the house. This house is mine, and no one else is coming in, George said. It's not your house, George, said Lindy. It belongs to everybody. No, it doesn't, said George. This house is all for me. Lindy and Marley went for a walk over to the swings. It's not George's house, is it? Said Lindy. Of course it isn't, said Marley. Lindy and Marley looked in the window. It's not your house, George, and we're coming in. No, you're not, said George. This house isn't for girls. Freddie was walking by with Rabbity. I've come to put Rabbity to bed, said Freddie. You can't, said George. This house isn't for small people like you. Not hearing the acceptance. Freddie took Rabbity for a ride in the car. Charlene and Marlene fixed the front wheel. George won't let me and Rabbity in the house, said Freddie. Charlene, Marlene, Freddie, and Rabbity headed straight for the house. Stop right there, said George. We're coming to fix the fridge, said Charlene and Marlene. Oh, no, you're not, said George. This house isn't for twins. Luther's jumbo jet landed in the house. He went to get it. Where do you think you're going? Said George. Flight 505 has crashed, said Luther, and I'm coming in for the rescue. Fire, fire, wheel, wheel, wheel. You're not coming in here, said George. Whoa, acceptance, sharing, kindness? Don't hear those themes yet. Luther radioed for help. Calling Dr. Sophie, calling Dr. Sophie. Can I help you? Said Sophie. We can't get at the plane, Doctor, said Luther. Leave it to me, said Sophie. Sophie and Luther pushed through the crowd. Make way for the doctor, said Luther. We're coming in, said Sophie. Oh, no, you're not, said George. This house isn't for people with glasses. Rashida had a plan. I'm going to run away, she said. She poked her head under the house. Go away, said George. This is my house. Well, this is my tunnel, Rashida said. Well, tunnel somewhere else, said George. This house isn't for people who like tunnels. It was getting very noisy around the house now, and hot, and George wanted to go to the bathroom. I'm going to leave my house now, said George, and no one can go in it when I'm gone. George went to the bathroom. Lindy, Marley, Freddie, Rabbity, Marlene, Charlene, Luther, Sophie, and Rashida all went straight into the house. George came back. There was no room for George. This house isn't for people with red hair, said Charlene. George started to shout. George started to cry. George started to stamp his feet and kick the wall. Then he stopped and he looked. This house is for people with red hair, said George, and for girls, and for small people, and twins, and for people who wear glasses and like tunnels. Because, shouted Lindy, Marley, Freddie, Marlene, Charlene, Luther, Sophie, and Rashida, this house is for everyone. Whoa. That looks like a much happier neighborhood now. Really hits on that theme of accepting others, being respectful, and understanding that people are different. We don't want to judge people by the way they look or what they like. Good story.